This is Sirbot here, and I am back with another video today, and I will be fighting R87 and General Mogul on my Resistance account. And so prior to this battle, I would like to ask you guys if you have any challenges for me. If you do, please submit them in the comments below. I'll try to do any challenges you guys have for me. Anyways, let's hop right in. We're going to be fighting on the Twang Isthmus map. And so, yeah. Inbow rifleman pathfinding. So I missed a few of the crates there. As you saw, these two were actually pretty good players. And I didn't know this when I first started this fight, and so I decided to stick to red for now. And so basically we're just building up at this point. Hamza went, instead of a scouting boost, he went for a fast shipyard, which seems to not have paid off quite as well as he hoped, because he is very late on the HQ3 game. As you can see, I am rushing for HQ4. This guy is going for Zeus Vertex. And so, as you can see, his base is built basically back against the shoreline. And so he has a lot of open space here for the for any units to really move around in. But as you can see, I'm going for these jaguars, chameleons, and porcupines. One factory for each unit, which will eventually turn into 2 factories for jaguars. As you can see, it's right there. And Hamza is actually extremely late, because right now is when he is about to get his first hawk out. And this is 8 minutes. Usually a hawk at this level should be coming around like 5 minutes. And so 3 minutes makes a big difference, especially considering that these two players they actually are already HQ level 4. And so, as you'll see, jaguars, porcupines, I am defending my base a little bit against Avia. And this player is going for an all-land build, HQ4, and I am expecting him to go shield as well. As you see, Hamza is also laying mines, and he is going for HD4 now. And so I am going to attack this green player, considering he likely does not have that many Zeus. Vertex. They scouted my army. So I move up on the hill, and he has 3 Zeus there. And he is spamming walls right here to try to defend his base. These riflemen here and assaults right here indicated that there would be an attack on my base. And so I set up my jags in formation, and I set some chameleons behind them. And I'm prepared to try to defend myself. As you see, he has a lot of typhoons too, so Hamza's hawks can't do very much. I am still trying to move forward, but it seems like they're gonna fail. How do you see into cloud there? Did that assault see that far? It's strange. Anyways, Since I have such a good formation here, and I also turn on gold, there's no way that these Zeus are going to be able to make it through. As you see, most of them were already destroyed with the first engagement. And so, basically right now I have the complete advantage. So, since he has so little Zeus, because I destroyed so many of them, I decided to move forward and take out those torrents. And especially since Zeus, it's really hard to force fire them on the cloud, like while it's moving. As you see, he also has a shield here, which I am not exactly sure why he didn't wait for the shield. He should have waited for the shield before attacking my base, because it would have given him better odds of success, even if some of my army was here trying to attack the green player. Always try to wait for the shield, if, like, it's right behind your army. And so Hamza is going for all-out hawks. He has 2 airfields, and he is making porcupines to defend his base against the air. He also has 2 avia factories. So you'll see right here, I do something very interesting. This blue player's army is on the hill, and so I decide to split up my army into 2 segments, one smaller force to distract, especially distract those torrents, and one larger force to attack the torrents from behind. As you can see, this worked perfectly, and I was able to pinch this blue player's army, and now basically his army is in shambles. He can't properly attack mine. If I decided to try to attack him head on, I would likely have lost this fight. But as you see, I destroyed all of his units. And right now, my chameleon runs out of energy. As you saw, there was also a Thor there. And so, yeah. He is going for Thor's and Vertex. So I ask Hamza to build some anti-air for me. As you saw that, the green player before, he destroyed my special vehicle factory for chameleons, and I built it here. He tried to destroy it again, but he destroyed the wrong factory. And you'll see me do something interesting here. So as you saw, there was an army on the hill over here, and so I decide that I don't want to fight this army on the hill, especially since it has a shield with it. So I go all the way around. I make it look like I'll be attacking the green player, but instead I go all the way around and attack the blue player instead. As you see, Hamza is destroying all of those Thors for me, so I don't have to deal with them. And he also destroyed the Avia factory for the Thors. And so you'll see me attack this blue player and the green player at the same time right here. And so the blue player here has only 2 options. Either attack my base and try to wipe me out, basically in a base trade, and leave it up to his ally to win the game, or come back and defend my base, in which case I could move this army here up the hill and continue the attack and basically win the fight. The better option here is basically the one he chooses. You'll see him come around in a second. He decides to attack, but as you saw, Hamza laid some mines here, and those really hurt his army. So I already have the advantage in that in this defense, but I don't have that many units in comparison to what he has. As you'll see, he has a shield plus a bunch of torrents and Zeus. And so I turn on gold attack because I am attacking at the same time and defending, and I need the extra range. And see, I'm leaving it up to these chameleons and jaguars. And as you also see that those Zeus aren't really able to attack the jaguars too well because of the chameleon. If you have two chameleons spread out over an area and very few units in throughout them, it's actually extremely difficult for the enemy to see where your units are and know where to attack and force fire. So even with a smaller force here, I'm able to do considerable amount of damage and actually eventually wipe out his army. The green player here looks like he's trying to defend the blue player, but it also seems like he's not sure about it because he keeps retreating and such. And as you see here, the blue player was able to basically destroy the rest of my base, and I destroyed all of his anti-air though, and so that way Hamza has free reign with his hawks. And again, I was expecting the blue player to try and the green player to try to defend his ally, and when he didn't, I assumed that something was up, and so I expected that he would go for a space strike because there was no Thors coming to attack my army over here. And so, boom. And so this means that this green player has cut back on his defense, and he has gone for a space strike to try to regain the advantage. And so I turn on a gold vehicle scouting to combine this army here with this army and try to find a way where I can attack the green player either from two directions or hit him in one concentrated force at one point. And so when these units come up, I move them over. And this green player creates the perfect opportunity for me. He moved out of his base with all of his Zeus. And as you can see here, I have a giant army ready to intercept those. So this is too many Jags for this little Zeus to deal with without shield or torrents or any support really. And